Touch tururu, touch touch tururu, touch tururu. At the Drivel show.
Hi, this is Ori, and with me Haralambus, right?
Yes, hi there.
So, again, we've been sued.
No, really?
Yeah, for the music we've been playing last time.
What, Coldplay?
Yeah, the YouTube. The
YouTube?
Yeah, the YouTube.
So, how many times have you been sued? I mean, really, it's pathetic.
We just began the show, and we've been sued already 3-4 times. Top Gear, YouTube, Coldplay.
That's astonishing. I think we're the only people in the earth who didn't sue us.
Yeah, this reminds me of South Park and that episode when every kid sued the school.
Yeah.
It's just the same here.
Yeah, speaking of South Park, you know that a lot of people say that your last imitation of the little Chinese gay fella, yeah, you remember?
I remember.
Sounds a bit like Kenny from South Park.
And I didn't die, and that's a good thing.
For what we know. Right, so you may remember that last time we've introduced a new feature, right?
Yeah. Which is?
Called the question.
The question,
The
that's
question, right? So, Sorry asked me about the little Chinese gay fella.
Yeah, we all remember that.
And it's my time to ask him something, right?
Okay.
And I've got a question here. You don't answer that now.
Okay.
Right. So my question for you, sorry, is what happens if you walk on the street, right?
Yeah.
You go home, right? You want to go home to lay in bed or something, right? And all of a sudden you see a little alien, right? A little pink alien.
Pink.
We don't know if it's gay.
Okay. Or probably, but we don't know for
Does
sure.
an alien gay fella exist? Is it a fella? That's a question.
That's a
But
question.
anyway, and he comes to it, comes to you,
Yeah.
and it doesn't say nothing, or it says something like, what would you do? What would you do then? There is no one around you, right?
So okay.
You're alone on the street, right?
With the alien, pink alien.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
Right. So this is the question. We have that.
But the answer will come later.
Later, of course. Now, what do we have?
The news.
We have the news, right?
Okay, this episode's news are... There are no news.
What?
There are no news. We have no news because nothing special happened.
The only listener we had just left. So, thanks for that.
He took a paper.
You had one job, man.
Yeah.
One job.
No, you have it.
Right.
Or not, probably.
Right. So we have no news, but we have new features, a lot of new features.
Okay.
Right? We've changed a bit the structure of this show, right?
That's true.
We have a very important meeting, right? And we discussed them a bit.
Yeah.
The next feature is a special one. You may have heard of something called Room 101.
Yeah, I did.
You know what Room 101 is, right?
Yeah.
It's the place, the imaginary place, where you put all the things you hate or that you consider useless.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, I put you there and all your family.
I will put myself there.
Yeah. Oh, sure. But anyway, seriously, I want to ask you, what would you put in Room 101? It's a very important and interesting question, I think.
Probably those kids, little kids, who come to you and jump in a puddle of water.
Puddle?
Puddle, yeah, that's
Oh,
the
right.
word. Like a puddle of water. And they splash you. You're next to the puddle.
Oh, yeah,
Wait,
I got
They
it,
still
yeah.
jump in it.
Yeah.
And they...
Something similar happened to you today.
Yeah, it is. And that's why I would do that. But
Right.
what would you put there?
What would I put there?
Yeah.
Well, I put so many things in there.
Probably.
Besides you. Look, I've got a problem with people from the subway that they are moving very slowly, right? And that is because of many factors, like they're old, of course.
Okay.
My problem is not with them, but the way they're blocking the way. You know, the main path, right?
Yeah.
And I'm standing there, waiting for them to move or to go to the fucking destination. You bastard!
Yeah.
Move on, bitch!
You're on a tight schedule, but you have to wait.
Yeah. I'm always late because of that. Nobody believes me. No.
That's true.
Anyway, so what do we have next? I tell you what we have next. You see, new features and that, right?
Yeah.
We all know Ricky Gervais.
Yeah.
He just sued us. Anyway, he had a special feature there called Educating Ricky, right?
Yeah.
And I was thinking of making something a bit like that, right?
Yeah.
Called Educating Sorry.
Ah, that sounds interesting.
Each week,
So-
I tell you some story, right?
Yeah.
That in some way or another educates you. What do you-
So I don't need college or anything.
Huh? What?
I don't need college or high school. You just-
Well, you don't go there. No, but why did I have this idea? Because I think clearly to me is that you are the most ignorant person I've known. You think you're very intelligent, you think you know a lot of things, but the truth is you're very ignorant to knowledge and new things. You had no news today?
No, but it was your job to bring news.
No, it wasn't. It was your.
No. Let's move on.
Okay.
Not important.
So, educating story, right?
Yeah.
Um,
What do we have here?
well, we have a story, a very known story. It involves Neil Armstrong.
Neil Armstrong.
Yes, you know Neil Armstrong, right?
No, I lived in a cave till now. I don't know.
Well, you said Burundi was in Australia last week. So.
Ah,
Well, so Neil Armstrong. There is a rumor out there, right? You know when he stepped on the moon, right? And he said this is a small step for men, which is wrong because he wanted to say man. Anyway, big leap for
Humankind. So
for mankind,
humanity-
for
mankind,
mankind,
something
right?
like that,
There is a rumor that when he got back
Oh,
to
no.
the spaceship,
Yeah.
he would have said, "Good luck, Mr. Grodsky."
Okay.
You know why did he say?
No, I don't have any idea.
It may not be true. I think it's not true.
Yeah.
But anyway, basically they say that he said that because in his childhood he used to play with a kid, right? With a colleague, friend, and he played football, right? And
Soccer or American football?
no, soccer.
Oh.
And he throw the ball near his neighbor's window. And he took the ball and he heard the neighbors, right, Mr. and Mrs. Grodsky,
Oh.
saying, "Look, you want oral sex? You'll get oral sex when the kid next door turns into an astronaut."
Oh, that's brilliant.
And that's why he said, "Good luck, Mr. Grodsky."
But I have a question here.
Yeah.
How old were they?
When they were kids,
Yeah.
I don't know, 10 or something, 9.
And the family, the husband and the wife, how old were they?
Well, not that old. I don't know.
So they were still alive when
Yeah,
he stepped
yeah,
on the moon.
I think. But of course, it's a rumor, and it's another rumor about the story, right, with Neil Armstrong, that when he stepped on the moon, he heard something in Arabic, I think, saying something like, "You see Allah," or something like that. You know,
Yeah.
it's quite a known rumor that too, but of course it's not true.
So he was, he believed in Allah?
No, he turned into Muslim after that.
Ah,
That's why people say that he converted.
that seems, probably.
That do you think the Mr. Grodsky story? Do you think that's true?
I think it is. And I think that was the best moment of Mr.
Grodsky.
In his life.
Yeah, I think so.
When he stepped on the moon, he was something like, yes!
But not because of Neil Armstrong.
No,
Right,
not
yeah.
because of that.
Right.
That's interesting. So,
So that's educating story
But-
for.
let me ask you a question
Right.
here. Do you know where Neil Armstrong is buried because he died last year or something?
I think it was.
Yeah? You know where he's buried?
No, actually, I don't know.
He's buried in the sea.
No way.
Yeah, he's buried in the sea. That was his will.
Where in the sea?
I don't know. In the sea, in
I
water.
don't think it's the Black Sea. So
No.
it's not a puddle.
I think in the ocean, but I'm not quite sure. Maybe the Atlantic.
Right.
But I don't know for sure.
That's a very informed opinion there. Thanks for that. Right. So moving on, what do we have?
We have The cover.
No? What? The cover? What is
cover.
that? I tell you what is that. That's the protest we're having
Yeah.
because YouTube won't let us put any more music into our show.
Yeah.
That's rubbish, isn't it?
It is.
So
They want us to play the song, but we're not good musicians at all. And singers.
So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play it.
Yeah.
And what do we have?
We have what we had last time. And that's Charlie Brown.
This is
From Coldplay.
yeah. So we have Charlie Brown. Just listen to it. It's amazing, right? So
Yeah.
three,
Just us.
right? 3, 2, 1, go.
Stole a key. Took a car downtown when the last voice me. Took a car downtown and took what they offered me to set me free. I saw the lights go down at the end of the scene. I saw the lights go down and standing in front of me. In my scarecrow dreams, when to smash my heart into smithereens, be a bright red rose come burst in the concrete, be a cartoon heart, like a fire, like a spark, like a flame deep in my heart. We're gonna riot. We've been glowing in the dark. This is Saturn Drivel Show, live for you. Oh, back here.
I just embarrassed myself again. I feel that every show we're making, I'm embarrassing a bit myself.
Yeah.
More.
And now we have the main topic of this episode.
Right, so again, a new feature. We have only new features, we didn't have news. But the good news is we still have...
There was another fella, or twat,
coming from twat, or twats.
yeah,
Right.
we still have it.
Yeah, we have them, we have the
Question.
question. Right, so, the topic, right? The
Yeah.
discussion.
It's about the arts.
The arts, right? So, I wanted to discuss a bit arts with you.
But let me tell you something. Shouldn't we begin with a quote?
Yeah, with a quote, of course, and I
I
have
know
a,
that quotes are inutile, are futile, and they don't make any sense. But let's
they
start with
do
a quote.
actually, this is a strong quote in my opinion. You use a glass mirror to see your face. You use works of art to see your soul. George Bernard Shaw.
That's brilliant. That's a good
What do you
quote. Yeah.
What do you think of art in general? Because I'm very interested in your opinion. Because as I said before, you're a very ignorant man, and I don't know if you get this concept of art. What's your opinion?
I love the art. I think that the art is the best state of human soul. It is the highest achievement of humanity.
Do you think it's the most expressive way of showing?
Creativity and
Yeah.
yes, it is. It is. And the good thing about art is that it has many categories,
Yeah.
like poetry, picture,
Many forms of.
art. Yeah.
But what do you consider art?
Art.
When do we say this is art, this is not art, this is just rubbish?
Art must be built on the human soul, on human feelings, expressions.
That's the fifth cliche you've made there.
Nah, maybe, but that is how it is.
Right.
Okay, we can't have art just let's say a picture. Okay,
Right,
you
picture.
can consider that is art only because you painted something. If you don't have sensitive
Touch.
touch, yeah.
Oh,
Touch.
right. So, I'm not getting. What do you consider art mainly?
Mainly,
Yeah.
is a form of expression,
Right.
an abstract one.
You're very abstract in talking. I'm gonna say what I consider art.
Yeah, and then I want to say something.
I consider art something that influences you in any way, that touches you, touches your soul, right? That's
Yeah,
art to
that's
me,
art.
and that's why I think art is subjective in all of its shapes.
Yeah,
It's
maybe
subjective.
you're right.
You can't say. Well, my question was pretty tricky because you can't say this is rubbish.
No,
Many people may think that this is art. This is meaning something to them.
that's true.
What do you want to say?
About myself, I want to say something. I have an interesting mind, okay? I think
Yeah.
good. I have a lot of insights, but I have a big
And you're
problem.
very ignorant.
I have a big problem. I can't express them properly.
Right.
Somewhere on the path between my brain and my mouth, something breaks up.
I think it's the nose. No, but really, you might be a very interesting man,
Yeah.
but you're not showing it.
Exactly,
I've always thought that about
exactly.
yourself.
That is my biggest problem. And the art, okay? It has many categories.
Yes.
What do you think about pictures? No,
Pictures.
paintings,
Paintings.
yeah.
Well, as I said before,
Don't say that is something you put on a wall.
no, because you might not put it on all. It may be graffiti. It's the wall there. And no, I think, as I said before, art is subjective.
Okay.
And from my point of view, a painting is worth, right, some expressions, but not that much as music, I'd say.
Okay.
To me, just to me, of course.
And we have music, sculpture,
Sculpture.
but we have literature, poetry, novels, and stuff. And we have a problem here, because on the poetry, on the literature, we don't have a physical aspect. Like on painting, we have the colors, the brush,
See,
the wall,
yeah,
something
but
you paint on.
yeah,
On music, we have the sounds. On sculpture, we have the rock or the material.
yeah.
And let me finish. But the poetry, the literature, the true value of that stays in the expression, stays in the capacity of expressing feelings,
Right.
of creating images by words. And I think that's why literature is maybe the best art. But I might be wrong. It's just an opinion. I just
Yeah, because authors and writers use words to express so many things,
Yeah.
so many different things.
And,
And you're right. I hate to say it, but you're right.
and there's another art. I consider it a art, and I love it. And that's the cinematography, the film.
Yeah, right.
Okay, that is the art of the 20th century and the 21st.
That is the art of
of the
moving
most
images.
prolific. The most prolific. Maybe not in the 20s because that is when it began,
Yeah.
but in the end of the 20th and the 21st, it is the most prolific art.
You know why music and films are so popular? Paintings are not so popular.
No.
Literature is beginning to drop its popularity.
Yeah, it's an interesting fact. I think that literature is made for intelligent people.
I don't think that.
Why?
Not only for intelligent people. I think that music and movies are easier to comprehend.
Yeah, and to receive them, to
Yeah.
watch, listen. Everybody can do that.
Yeah,
Even
but
if not everybody understands it.
but
completely.
literature can be more expressive.
Exactly, and it is very hard for most of the people to follow the ideas, to go deeper into the feelings, the insights, whatsoever.
Yeah. So we've discussed arts a bit.
Not bad.
Do we have to say more?
Nah, I don't think so.
Nah, not really.
No.
But
But
is
you know something? We're going to discuss arts another time because
no. But one last question: do you think arts is very important to our lives?
it
Or-
is. Yeah, I think it's the most important thing in our lives. And if you visit my blog, you'll see that it is mainly an art. It's dedicated to film, poetry, books, stuff, music, because I think this is the most important state of the human soul and mind.
Right. My view on arts is that art, a piece of art, right?
Yeah.
It turns on the imagination, and the imagination shapes not only ourselves but our actions and our future.
Maybe. And
Right. So that was deep.
yeah,
That was probably the most interesting thing we said.
yeah, actually.
But we still have the Rosalita fella. So yeah.
But first,
Yeah.
let's do the answer.
The answer. You want the answer?
Yeah, I have the answer.
Okay.
But I want to hear the question again.
Right, so let's say you walk on the street, right? You're going home. You're alone on the street, right?
Yeah.
And you see a little pink alien, right?
How big?
Coming to you. I don't know.
Smaller than me?
No, like the size of you,
That's interesting.
right? So she's coming to you, and he's saying nothing, or he's saying something like R2D2. And what would you do then?
What would I do?
Yeah.
So there's nobody else on the street?
No. Would it matter?
Yes. Do I have my phone with me?
Yeah, but it's low on battery.
Can I still take a picture?
No.
Wow, no.
You can, and you turn on the camera, right?
Yeah.
But you don't see it. It's like Dracula. You can't see
like
in the
vampires. And
yeah,
stuff.
like vampire.
Oh, no, that is not good. What would I do? Is he strong?
Well, we don't know that. Would you wanna try?
I would try to
It
capture
may be
it.
very strong or not so strong.
I would try to capture it, you know?
In,
Sell it on
how?
eBay. How?
How would you get it?
I have a rope in my backpack.
No, you don't.
No?
You have nothing. You're naked. No, you're not naked, but
I have my underwear.
yeah, no, you're not naked. That's a joke.
I can't even much.
So another interesting onomatopoeias from Sorry.
I can't do much, right? Because I don't have nothing with me. And he doesn't.
What
do
would you
anything.
do?
I would take him and sell it on eBay.
What would you say to it?
But he can understand me, can he?
No, but I think the reaction, the normal reaction would be to talk with him.
Yeah. I would say, hi, this is the name of our country, but I won't say it.
Of course.
Uh,
Is New Zealand in it?
Probably. Turn your clock 50 years ago. Back. Because
And you just smile.
Smile.
With a shitty face.
I hope he knows the concept of clock and time.
You know what would I do? I just stand
You rate
in front of him now, and I'd say, and he'd just sing along, you know?
Ah, that would be the communication
Yeah.
between you. But no, I would take him and sell it on eBay.
For how much?
10, 20 bucks.
Right. For a little
Pink
pink alien.
alien. Who doesn't do anything.
No, he's talking.
That's not talking.
Like in Morse code.
Yeah, that's not talking. My dog barks, but that's not talking.
And you don't have a dog. So,
Yeah.
that was the answer, I think, to
Probably.
the question. More of that next week. It's Zoe's turn.
There was a little fella. Boom.
What was that?
The new jingle.
Right, so it was going so well until now.
Now he's down.
Yeah.
And
And now the only listener just turned in. Right. So keep him hooked, please.
oh. Okay, so there was a
This is
let
going
me-
nowhere.
Oh, okay. There was a little fella back in the old times.
When?
In the
Do I have to ask you this every episode? Could you just tell 10 years ago? Or in the 19th century?
No, actually in the 18th century or
Right.
no, in the 18th century. Okay,
Yeah, I'm sure.
his name was
John.
Giuseppe.
Giuseppe?
Giuseppe.
I can't believe it.
It's not pizza.
It's not a pizza?
No, it's not.
Because the pizza is Giuseppe.
That is true.
You're right. So what is he doing?
Yeah, he was living in Italy, in Neapoli.
What?
He was living in Italy,
Where? Ni what?
Neapoli.
Neapoli. Oh,
Yeah.
right.
I don't know where that is. And he was a scientist, actually. Okay,
Of course.
he.
She was singing the Coldplay song. And we've got one more suit.
Oh yeah, and he was working on a strange machine of that time. Okay,
In the 18th century.
in the 18th century.
Yeah.
Okay, and he was working very hard. It was late night,
Right.
and finally he finished it. Okay,
Of course.
the machine.
What was it?
Let me.
Okay.
But it was very late, you know. It was like a cliche, you know. Dark night.
Dark
he was working hard.
Dark
and he
Knight
finished.
Rises. Again we've been sued.
Again.
Right.
Okay, and he finished. Okay, but he fell asleep. The thing is that a guy named Alexander Graham Bell comes on his door, enters his house, and steals the invention.
Right.
And the invention was, of course, the telephone.
Yeah.
So that is the telephone was invented by Giuseppe, which
No. If you're gonna say that Giuseppe was a monkey, I'm gonna kill you. No, I'm gonna kill you. And this is ending. Or a koala, because last time we had a koala.
yeah, let me explain. Koala have the same fingerprints as us. Okay, so it's plausible.
No, same, similar.
Similar, very, very similar. And he was actually a killer. The koala was a killer.
Yeah, of course, it's from Yorkshire.
But Giuseppe was.
Wait, what? Why was this guy, right, Giuseppe? Because it was a guy.
Yeah, it was a guy.
From Neapoli. He wasn't from Yorkshire? I can't believe it.
No,
This
he
is
wasn't,
falling
no.
apart.
But he had friends in Yorkshire.
Of course.
And he hadn't any.
He was talking via Skype.
Yeah, he can't talk to them, okay? So that's why he invented the
He
telephone.
invented the telephone,
In
right?
order to talk to his friend in
Of
Yorkshire.
course, this is done.
And in that night, Alexander Graham Bell comes to his door, just comes in, steals it.
So Graham
telephone.
Bell was a thief.
No, we've been sued again, thank you.
By whom?
Alexander Graham Bell.
He's dead.
He's
No, we've
still
been sued
going
by
to-
Nokia. And Apple, and Samsung, and Motorola, and
All of them.
LG.
Okay, but
Mm.
the funny thing about Giuseppe is
Right.
because of the pizza, is that Giuseppe.
Giuseppe, right? What was wrong with him?
Wow, Giuseppe.
Was a monkey! Giuseppe! Was a... He just ran. So, sorry, just ran away. It wasn't a monkey, of course. Anyway, more of this shit next time. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.